Hey y'all, and welcome back to another video reacting to the Middle Me, where if you like, comment, subscribe, or support in any type of way, then you a beast. And we back again with another video. So I'm not really sure what's going on with Peach and McIntyre. I don't know. Her and her siblings been going back and forth. I know Peach started it. I'm stuck between, I don't know if Peach is more so doing it for the money portion, because y'all remember Gregory McKay finna go to college when he graduate, and she's saying he's going for 60K debt free. And then she's also talking about buying him that expensive luxury car. I don't remember what kind of car it was, when he graduates also. So let's get into some of these clips. And a part of me feels like Peaches is just going crazy. Like, she got too much going on in life. She calling her mama all types of names. She just crashing out and going back and forth with everybody. Let's get into these clips.
My mom was so fucking dumb. She's one stupid bitch. She projected all that on me. She the dummy.
It just seems like Peach is filled with so much hate and towards her mom, and I'm not really sure why. I understand that there can be trauma, but that's when you go to therapy and you try to heal. But instead, Peach spends her time like down on her mama, calling her mama out of her name and all types of things. I've never seen her mama get on this app and call her daughter out of her name or anything of the sort. Another thing that I will say is, like, Peaches, you only have one parent left on this earth, which is your mama. I would think that you would at least want to go to family counseling, or simply, if you don't want to talk to her ever again, that's fine. If she has hurt you so bad, but continue to get on the internet so unprovoked and call your mama all types of vulgar names. You have to think what you put out is what you're gonna get. So your kids are growing up, and I'm sure they're gonna have a story to tell. But let's get into this next clip.
Now, Peach Patch, many of you guys have been summoned to come over here and ask me, Peach McIntyre, also known as Peaches, like the fruit, McIntyre, why do I, the child that despises her father, why do I, Peaches McIntyre, still carry the name McIntyre, although I am legally married with no ring? And the answer is, it's my name. It's my name. Out of 22 or 24.
She's bragging about her last name being McIntyre, even though she says she had no relationship with the dad. And then she's also saying that, you know, she's going by this name because that's her name, but she screams that name at the top of the mountains. Peach McIntyre, Peach McIntyre, Peach McIntyre. Meanwhile, she gave her son the McIntyre name also. So why would you want your child to have the name McIntyre when it comes down to you saying that you don't care about the dad who actually gave you the name McIntyre? And then you're trying to compete with them. It seems like the children over there that feel some type of way about the things she said about the dad passing, by telling them that you're the one that has the name McIntyre out of 22 or 24, which really makes no sense, because nobody's complaining about that. And a lot of people are saying the disrespect that Peach displayed, she's allowed to feel that, yeah, she may be entitled to her opinion and say how she feels, but they also have a right to feel how they feel when it comes down to her disrespecting, and, you know, disrespecting the deceased in general, but disrespecting their father also. It doesn't matter if he was there for them or not. Most people have morals and standards and respect for themselves. If social media was to go away today, Peach still has to live with everything she's ever said and done. She talks bad about her mama, calls her mama out her name, but that was the first person she called to watch her kids when she went into labor. Well, let me say, she didn't call him. She said that her husband called. If I was her mama, I wouldn't do it. I don't care what it comes to. I wouldn't do nothing for Peach. You have got on this internet too many times and talked bad about me and slandered me. I wouldn't come through for her. And I know unconditional love, but baby, no. Let's get into this next clip though.
I am the only bastard who my father saw born and named happily. He happily signed my birth certificate. Not only that, but I built it. Why would I change my name when I made Peach McIntyre and Peaches McIntyre a household name? The only other McIntyre most people know is Reba McIntyre with an E. And maybe a few remember Joey McIntyre. Other than that, those little bastards don't even carry his name.
Peach is saying that she is the only little bastard that has the dad's name McIntyre, well, baby, I would think that your siblings are winning. So let's look at this from this perspective. You were saying you're the only bastard with that name and your daddy was happy to name you blah blah blah. I would think the siblings are winning because of the simple fact if this man never did nothing for you and you claiming he never did nothing for the siblings, they're winning. They don't have the last name of a man that did nothing for them. You are attached to that. And I feel like that's exactly why you would. You claiming you don't have a ring, you are legally married and you have no ring. You are following history. See? Wood don't do nothing for you either. He might clean up around the house a little bit, go out and do his thing on the side, help when you pushing the issue, but Wood don't do nothing for you. It seems you could simply say about your father, you don't cry, you don't feel no emotion. He passed away and I didn't cry because my anger wouldn't let me feel for a stranger. But you don't have to get up here and do all of that and keep on disgracing him. But now you bragging about having a name. I don't think you're hurting your siblings like you think you are hurting them by them not having his last name. They still wouldn't know obituary. They still knew who he was, seeing him, whatever the situation may be. You're not hurting them. Let's get into this next clip though.
And if you're referring to Pierre Marcellus McIntyre, of course not. That man is mental. He thinks that he's a girl. That is a mental illness. You can do the research. He's not a girl. He is a traumatized little boy. He experienced some deep-rooted trauma. And instead of his daddy being brave enough to correct him, he didn't do it. Imagine your daddy never accepting you. He called me my child. Bitch, he made you keep your shit outside. He was no difference than Johnny Mae. That's why you was selling your body and going to New York and getting rat poison, bitch. And Shakar them going up there to save you, motherfucker. Everybody remembers that. And Bod, even after you messed with her son on her couch. William McKinley McIntyre, a.k.a. Illy Willy. You remember that? You remember when you walked into Bod house and called Pierre, giving it to him, giving it to him, giving it to him. And then you and that boy get in a fight or almost get in a fight after that. 3 P's. He was doing it to your son, 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 And that was supposed to be your friend. Goofy. I'm not scared of y'all motherfuckers. See, everybody else is scared of y'all. Y'all gonna tell, oh, I'm scared. I'm not scared. I wasn't scared of your daddy, bitch. Somebody you was scared of. That's the part. That's in the whole.
Sounds like she is laughing about SA not once but twice possibly. Not only that, Peach is always quick to run on here and tell everybody else's business. I have yet to see her address. I vaguely remember, I'm gonna go try to find a video where that woman get on here and she talk about allegedly Peach's son, the one with the autism, allegedly beat that woman's dog. Like the dog had to have surgery and all types of stuff. And I don't recall Peaches getting on here to say anything about that. But she got her mouth on everybody else's life and situation and putting it out there. And she ain't quick to address that. I've yet to see her address that. Yes, it happened. No, it didn't happen. Oh, that's not what happened. Nothing. But she is quick to talk about this. Next thing, it doesn't matter if he is trans. It doesn't matter if he decides to be gay. It doesn't matter what he is. Why do you think that anybody would want it to be Peach McIntyre? You keep saying Peach McIntyre, but you keep saying that. Nobody wants to be Peach. Your mindset's not there. If maybe if you left Wood and you actually got out here and actually did great things, bought a house with that money that your kids can grow up in, mark their markings on the wall. Maybe if you sat down and held Wood to the same standards that you held your mama to, maybe there could be some much better effects. But you're not even doing the bare minimum. So when you say that somebody has deep-rooted trauma, what do you think that you have? What are you talking about correcting? And if there is trauma, that's not just as simple as correcting. It's going to heal and going to get help, which you're not even doing yourself, but you're trying to tell somebody else how to go about what you call as trauma. Let's talk about that dog. Can we talk about that? Peach posted a status and it said, imagine wanting Peach McIntyre to stop using her last name McIntyre when your last name isn't even McIntyre. Your mammy ain't know who your daddy was much. Then the other little bastards who have the same name, McIntyre, don't even go by McIntyre. They go by the last name Bentley, a last name that Peach McIntyre also made it when she was rapping in middle school. She also claims that AKOSHA wants to be her, and honestly, I don't think anybody wants to be Peach. She says Akasha wants her personality in the other sister's body. I don't think that anybody wants to have that much hatred in their heart that they disrespect and talk bad about their deceased father.
All that crazy shit. Yeah. 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 It's starting to make sense, huh? See, if everybody would believe I'm crazy, you could lie. But because people starting to believe that I'm not a liar, never have been, except when my mama told me to Child Protective Services when they came knocking on the door. Right? So because I tell the truth and I won't shut the fuck up, all that tough shit fighting me, don't scare me. Not scared, not scared, not scared. Not scared, not scared. And bitch, you remember you ran into me in trips and you didn't do nothing, bitch. Not scared, not scared, not scared. Now people are starting to realize, what if there's some truth to what Peaches is saying? There's a lot of truth. Even that little identity. Bitch, you want to be Shakara Shanae? Shakara Shanae McIntyre and Peaches Janae McIntyre. That's who you want to be, bitch. You want her body, my personality. I'll let you slide for a long time, but this time, bitch, I'm not letting up, motherfucker. You and that mutt gonna get it.
I'm also going to include this clip where Peach talking about basically she don't even like teaching the Wake Up with Peach or anything like that, but she needs money. And when she needs money and she needs it now, she's going to sell a class. She don't care how many people in there because $13 in this economy. She did took out $10,000 out the bank, and baby, I think all of us, well, maybe not all of us, a lot of us have at least $10,000 in the bank. I don't know why Peach was like sticking her tongue out and excited to go and get $10,000. But let's get into it.
I don't give a fuck. I don't want to teach content creation, and I don't want to do Wake Up with Peach. I hate motherfuckers. I don't want to be around these stupid po motherfuckers no motherfucking mo. Life is good. Life is good. Life, my life, bitch, is good. I don't even got to do this shit no more. So I let the motherfucker expire. And when I went to do it, because I was desperate. Oh my God, I need money. I need money now. Somebody had bought my domain, even though I owned it for 5 years. I've been doing YouTube for 5 years for a check. So I bought wakeupwithpeach.com. Let me do a Wake Up with Peach class. Everybody begging. They love it. They love it over content creation. I like it better. Let me do this. And I bought wakeupwithpeach.com. Who knew? Who knew? I would literally be waking the motherfucking world up. Did you know that? I didn't. This is how intentional God is. You hoes think I'm having a manic episode. No, I've been trained. Unfortunately, nobody came. My mama didn't come. My daddy didn't come often. He came to that cheerleading competition, though. Keish, Akosha, Pierre, Marcellus, McIntyre. That kids and their kids. You got it? Po motherfuckers are often slow motherfuckers. You're working with a bitch who's dealing with passion. The theatrics are intentional. When I say that bitch, Pierre Marcellus McIntyre.
I honestly think Peach is losing it. When she say people think she's manic, I think that Peach is manic. I think that Peaches is having a mother-sucking episode and she needs to be admitted into somewhere. That's just me. Like, she says it's intentional and she says the God is intentional, but if you watch Peach's eyes, they seem like they are so dark. Like, not her actual like eyes around her eyes. I'm talking about her actual eyeballs. Like, they go black. Like, there is something on her. Now, I'm not wishing anything ill on her, but I really think that Peach has a spirit or something on her. They say, and God said, the love of money is the root to all evil. And I just feel like maybe that's the situation. Maybe Peach just really need this money to fall, come through for her son, for the college and for the car. Maybe she just needs her money. Like, maybe she in a situation. I know. Y'all go check out my girl group chat with C. She did post a video, like a live, where she was showing that Peach owes the state or the city like $43,000, which was absolutely crazy. But yeah, I don't know what in the world is going on. Peach just seems to be like losing it right now. She's into it with everybody. She's just picking with everybody. And is this money really worth it? When all of it is over, what are you going to have? You're going to cry with dollar bills. You're going to cry with $100 bills. You're going to cry with money because Peach, I think anybody in their right mind look at you and think Peach is not happy with herself. Peach is. I really hope she don't run through this money, but what is she gonna show us? Show that she's actually happy and actually benefiting from this, and besides materialistic stuff, what are those kids benefiting from? But let's get into this clip. She's so overly excited to go and withdraw $10,000. She says she would have did 20, but let's get into it.
Wednesday, October 22nd, 2025, and we are about to go into the bank and withdraw 20,000. Oh, they're not gonna let you get 20,000. $10,000. If I want to withdraw more money, I have to go to more banks in a day or order the money and wait 3 days. At my favorite location. I would like to withdraw $10,000, please.
Awesome. Yeah, go ahead and swipe your debit.
I don't really know what the point of her posting that video was. I don't know if it was to try and bother her siblings, because this was posted in the midst of all of that. But I just feel like we can, well, I'm not going to say all of us. A lot of us can go into the bank and we can pull out $10,000. So I don't know what the tongue was sticking out for, but I just hope that she does something with that money that is going to, she's going to be able to show for herself. She don't have to show the internet, but like show for herself. I really hope that she don't run through this $10,000 that she just took out of the bank, because she runs through money constantly, and it's just like that. She gets in these situations, and then a lot of times she get on here and she talk about how much money she had and how she could have did things so much differently. She also said that she is looking at to make $100,000 so far this month. I'm hoping she just does what the best thing is with that money and not running gamble. But let's get into this.
Hoes who up there crying about the motherfucking food stamps.
I just feel like that's so. Peach never considers anybody else's feelings until it's her situation, and she wants people to understand her situation and have some type of empathy when she get on this app and she talk about it. But I just feel like it's so inconsiderate, first of all, for you to be in these folks' establishment yelling, and then you cussing, and then you showing people's kids in the background. So you doing all of this in front of other people's children who may not hear cuss words, who may not cuss around their children, and now they hear this profanity and could possibly repeating it. It's just, you make yourself look bad because you go into these public places and you don't act like you know how to behave or conduct yourself in an adult manner. And I feel like that's another reason why a lot of people look at you the way that they do. And how inconsiderate and selfish is it for you to sit up here, and it's okay for you to show your receipt? You paid $900 and some odd dollars for some food. Congratulations to you. Listen, I ain't never went to no store and spent no $900 on food, nor would I ever want to at one time. Okay, that's just not me. But I'm not saying she shouldn't have showed her receipt. The thing is, for you to sit up here and not consider like that people may be in the store currently that you're in, stressing about how they're going to feed their children, how they're going to take care of what needs to be taken care of, and for you to be in the middle of the store yelling and you in here buying your own flowers, I don't think that should be your focus right there. You should have consideration and just keep, sometimes Peach, just close your mouth. Sometimes people are going through already enough, and then you just say the one thing that could just push them over the edge. Yes, you are blessed to be able to afford $900 worth of groceries, $800 worth of groceries, heck, even $100 of groceries, because a lot of people, for their reality, they can't get benefits, don't know when they benefits coming, if they do get approved. The benefits could have got approved. They were supposed to get them in November. Now they won't even get them in November because there's a shutdown of the government. I don't know, all of that. But what I'm saying is, like, Peach, come on now. Like, behind money, what do you have that makes you happy? Do you have anything that makes you happy? Do you have anything to fall back on in the event that all of the internet shut down? Anything? Yeah, you got a husband, but I couldn't imagine being a wife who has to trick on her husband. You had to purchase him a car when y'all was finna get a quote unquote divorce. And a man that slept with your sister, I believe. So I just don't think that Peach is actually happy with herself, and that's why she don't have no issue trying to make everybody else miserable or upset, or you know what they say, when misery loves company. That's how I truthfully feel about Peach. And the more that she does stuff like that, y'all just sit back and y'all be riding for her. I have yet to see Peaches give anybody a free class every month or anything to try and just give back to anybody. Peach did give out, I think she bought some tickets for some concerts or something like that. But then somebody had asked her for some help with some bills, and she talking about some, no. She only spending her money on the concert. She spending how she want. I don't know. But it's very sad to just watch somebody get on here and do that every single day. But Peach got kids. Her kids are growing up. Her kids are going to probably do the same exact thing for her, to her, I mean, and then she gonna be sitting around looking. Sometimes it have to happen in order for you to even look at it and realize, dang, that was messed up. And heck, she might not even realize that then. She may use that to capitalize. She even going back and forth. Well, not really back and forth. Wood's child's mother spoke on Peaches posting a picture of her daughter, and Peaches talking about if she want that issue, she'll make some more money. That's all she's thinking about is money. Nothing else. Nothing else matters for her but money. I know she can't be happy inside. I just know it. But that's in this video. Thank y'all for all the likes, the shares, the comments, subscribes. Thank y'all for all my new subscribers. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And I will see y'all next video. Peace.